I just want to welcome brother Drew Shirley from lots of things. Lots and lots of things.
What's up?
All the way down from
San Diego.
San Diego. Before band practice ever happens, before touring ever happens, there's learning the guitar.
Yes.
Correct? I assume that you started with guitar first and then we're in a band after that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's usually how most people do it. Some people do it the other way around.
The foundation for me was actually piano lessons.
Oh.
I took piano lessons,
That's great.
which are great for learning theory, chord structures, you know, everything that you need to know about how music is put together. And then from learning piano, I just taught myself guitar from the theory of piano. So I never took any guitar lessons, but I just picked it up from knowing how music works through piano, through taking piano lessons.
That's fantastic. So when you're practicing the guitar, do you practice a specific song that you're going to be rehearsing later, or do you have like a regimen that you do when you pick up, or do you just turn the amp up and just shred for a little while and get hot?
First, just pick up the guitar and just play anything, just pretending like it's a part of me. You know, you want to make the guitar feel like it's a part of you. So you're just getting familiar and just playing scales. And a lot of times I just do chromatic scales for at least 5 or 10 minutes. And there's a point at which you can sort of feel your brain kind of stretching. I don't know, for me it feels like I'm kind of leaning forward and playing something that's a little bit harder than I know how to play. Whether it's speed or accuracy, or I'll just make up like a math pattern with my fingers that means nothing for the scales. This is just for your fingers. And it's basically, you could just go like 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3, all the way back up again. You know, just make up a pattern that lets your brain kind of turn off from how accurate am I, and get into how comfortable am I just playing and picking notes.
Yeah.
So then after I do that for a while, I just I'll move on to like a creative practice.
What are some keys, some helpful hints to have either an effective band practice or an effective writing session with the band? Like what nuggets of wisdom would you drop on us for being successful in that?
I've learned to come to band practice holding things loosely, just like, hey, I'm excited to play music, I want to see what happens. The second thing is use your ears. Like, people forget, you just listen. You have to listen more than you talk, listen more than you play. So a lot of times when I approach a new song or a new thing that we're jamming out, I'll just listen through a time or two to see what everybody's doing. See what the bass player's doing. Is he playing a lot? Is it high? Is it low? What's John doing? What's the other guitar players doing, or whatever? So listen is another thing. And then the song is king. So I'll let a song be what it is instead of trying to force parts in it that don't really fit, you know? So you really have to try to, that's what a band is about, is getting into a unified space where you're all wanting that song to go in the same direction. So sometimes it takes a little time to figure out, like, where is the drummer wanting this song to go? Okay, I see it. Where is the lead singer who wrote the song? Where's he wanting it to go with his melody? Is it high and fast, or is it meandering, or is it like real reverbed out and spacey? Like, we have to listen. Again, use your ears and listen to the song and let the song have a life of its own.
Listen more than you play. That's what I heard. That's great. That's really great advice. Selfishly, what was probably your favorite album to play on for parts and stuff like that? Like the Selfish Drew, like this is my favorite guitar album.
Switchfoot records?
Yeah.
I feel like I found my voice during our Hello Hurricane record. The very first track on there is, I think it's Hello Hurricane, but it opens with this C chord that I like to experiment in the studio a lot with weird sounds and weird ways to record, because I just like to go on that kind of a trip. Long story short, a lot of times you try experimental ideas and they just suck. You're just like, Okay, well, I tried recording through a garden hose, but it really sucked. It was no good. It's like, well, I tried. But this one was a win for me. I played that chord through a amp facing an acoustic guitar tuned to that chord, and then the acoustic guitar plugged into an amp mic'd for the sound that you hear on the record. And I was like, because I love that concept of like those strings just like ringing out, like resonating with the chord, and then trying to capture that. So we captured that with that method for that opening chord. And I'll never forget, John came in, he was like, "This is awesome, we wanted to start the record." And I just was kind of like, thank you, God. Yes, one of my late night ideas at midnight when I'm just plugging things in backwards actually worked.
I think Switchfoot is really interesting because it has fans for different reasons. So a lot of people love Switchfoot because of the quality, music, the creativity, the depth. But a lot of people also respect and are fans of Switchfoot because of the way that they run the band from a business, you know?
Right.
And so someone starting a band touring with that entrepreneurial mindset that Switchfoot kind of operates with, what's some nuggets of wisdom that you can drop in that?
As far as running the band, honestly, our band is it's very diplomatic and honoring of each person. So I know a lot of bands are different in different ways, like the lead singer runs everything or does everything. But our band, you know, our lead singer John will write a song and then kind of let everybody else have input to it. Even our drummer will be playing drum parts, but he'll let me tell him an idea to try. You know, like we're really open with stuff. You know, I'll play 4 guitar ideas and then get Tim, the bass player, to come in and help me figure out which one's the best. And you honor each other, you respect each other. Again, it's about developing that cohesion that allows a band to have its own voice. You know, one of the producers we worked with, it was Mike Elizondo. He said, it was on Hello Hurricane, as a matter of fact. He said, we were like, we have 80 songs. How do we pick the songs? And he goes, you need to pick the songs that only Switchfoot can sing. A lot of these songs in here, like, seem like other bands could do them. But then there's certain ones that just felt like this is only our song to sing. Only we could sing this song. And you know, I think for a band developing, it's important to like find that identity and find that like that voice. Again, I guess I'm coming back to that voice. You know, I guess that's a really big thing. And don't be afraid for it to be really simple.
Who's the most important part of a tour or a band? Is it like a band manager, tour manager, the good effective road crew, for you a guitar tech? Like what's most crucial?
If we had to take one guy on tour, it would be a good front of house guy who could also handle management, road manager details. No matter what you sound like on stage, your front of house guy decides what everybody else is hearing. And it's so vital. We've had the same guy for 15 years, every show. And he's a part of the band. Like, he's a part of our sound.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I was gonna say, for me it was gonna be hair. Or like wardrobe stuff. Are there any more nuggets of wisdom that you'd wanna leave us with for aspiring musicians or bands?
If you're being honest, and you write a song that's from the heart, no joke, this is as honest as I know how to be right now, I'll tell you this, other people will connect with that song. Stop pretending and have confidence that you are who you were made to be, and that you can write from an honest place and live your life from a place that you believe in, and people are gonna see that and resonate with that.
So I'm gonna be processing all of that all night long.
Got deep.
So I'm glad that's on video. Dude, thanks so much for being here today. Appreciate it. Let's give Drew a round of applause. Thank you so much. Awesome. And thanks for coming by. Appreciate you guys. Try some pedals if you feel like it.